too much estrogen can actually stop you from ovulating. So if you have polycystic ovarian syndrome, you have excess estrogen, and that's especially from peripheral aromatization in adipose tissue. And so we got to suppress that. We got to suppress the hypothalamic pituitary ovarian axis, and that'll lead to low FSH and anovulation. So enter letrozole. Okay, so what does that do? Well, let's look at this question. 28-year-old woman, irregular cycles, infertility, PCOS. And she's going to inhibit the conversion of androgens to estrogens. Okay? And so, what's the primary mechanism by which this drug will work? And they're going to be talking about letrozole here. So, it's going to decrease estrogen to disinhibit the FSH and the LH. So, letrozole lowers estrogen levels by blocking aromatase. Let's think about this. So, the cycle of our letrozole treatment in infertility, our hypothalamus is going to have our GnRH, gonadotrophic releasing hormone, and it's going to go down to our anterior pituitary. And the anterior pituitary is going to release FSH. And so you're going to have increased FSH. And then there's going to be a formation of a dominant follicle, and ovulation is going to occur. And then in polycystic ovarian syndrome, we've got all of these little kind of growths in polycystic PCOS. And these guys are going to want to cause estrogen to be secreted, right? And so letrozole inhibits that aromatization and it decreases the androgen estrogen conversion. And so you get less estrogen, right? So less estrogen, then it's going to cause a feedback to the GnRH. It's going to be like, you have no estrogen? Okay, let's just make some more. So basically what's happening here is PCOS has irregular menses, enlarged ovaries, and ovular fertility. Letrozole is going to be an aromatase inhibitor. It acts on the ovary and it inhibits that conversion by the enzyme aromatase. And so you have a decrease in the estrogen production, causing the pituitary to release more FSH, more LH, because it's not sensing that estrogen, because it's not being aromatase. It's not being converted because of that letrozole, because it's inhibiting the aromatase. And then that causes the cycle to continue in the circle of life. Okay, whatever. So here we have dopamine agonist bromocriptine. B blocks the hypothalamic estrogen receptors, clomiphene. It's going to be your clomiphene. I'm going to block those estrogen receptors. Endometrial prolif. It's going to be estrogen. Excess is going to cause that, the endometrial proliferation. Suppressing the GnRH, that's leuprolide. Okay. We'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.